Hello, Mike Matthews here. This is episode 78 for Sunday, July 31st, 2011. It's Mike's Daily Podcast. Mike's Daily Podcast Day. Yes. A free podcast brought to you by, well, it's not brought to you by anyone. So if you'd like to advertise, you can email me at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. So it's Sunday and it's gloomy. My eyes both look a little mushroomy. Mike's Daily Podcast. What the heck does that mean? I went to do my podcast for y'all, but my computer's not cooperating at all. Mike's Daily Podcast. The internet can be such a touchy thing. That's why all your music in a cloud doesn't really sing to most people who would rather have every single track sitting on their hard drive or iPod or clogging up their CD rack. So meanwhile, as I wait for the Internet Explorer to open, I consider my options. Mike's Daily Podcast. Should I go to Firefox or Chrome? Wish I had better internet service in my home. Mike's. I hate AT&T. Daily. Comcast isn't any better. Podcast. Seriously. Yeah! Yeah, I'm waiting and waiting for the stupid internet to open. Seriously, it's just sitting there, the little circle going round and round. And, oh, look who's coming in.
Ah, man, it's Benita the Rodeo Queen.
And the Disgruntled Fiddle Player tell you what.
What?
Well, et tu, Brute.
Wow, that's something for me to digest. Okay, so guys, what's going on with you?
We hate the internets as much as you do, Mike.
Yeah, every time we try to go online to look for wedding dresses and such, it always crashes on us.
Oh, you're looking for wedding dresses. Did you pop the question, Disgruntled Fiddle Player?
Oh my God. How many times do I have to tell you quit pressuring me to ask her?
You haven't asked her yet, but she's looking for wedding dresses and stuff. So how is that working?
I'm really upset at him. I gotta go blah.
Wow, that was an interesting exit. So you haven't popped the question.
I'll tell you what, I will ask her in my own sweet time. Where's the Brewmaster? He come in usually at this time.
Yeah, where is he?
Hello there, Mac. I am the Brewmaster. I make the root beer. Oh, boy.
Listen, Brewmaster, can you make me a root beer that will put me into a coma for the next 50 years?
Yeah, I can do that. That's what I call my regular root beer.
Oh, see? Regular root beer from Brewmaster puts you into a coma. Gotta make a mental note.
Okay, I'll make a mental note.
Oh, Brewmaster, there's nothing in your brain.
Was that what that noise was?
Yeah.
Scary. Oh, boy.
Very unfortunate.
Mike makes music.
Now I'm a big star on the Disney Channel. I'm what they call a tween, but I'm a different animal. I don't want to be a sweet, innocent, overly styled kid. I want to dance a dance like my grandparents did. It was something very strange, which coincides with my inner change. Come on, everybody, let's do it. Disco, 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 disco. Have a great time. What are white lines? Disco, 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 disco. There was Hillary, Lindsay, Miley, the Jonas Brothers. I really want to ignore them and talk to their grandmothers. The dance that changed the world made a woman out of every girl. Come on, everybody, have a nice day. To the disco, 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 disco. Bell bottoms, birth control, polyester. To the disco, 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 disco. Now I'm a big star, but I wish I was the real thing. I wish I lived when computers were the size of buildings. Come on, everybody, let's do it! To the disco, 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 disco. Come on, everybody, have a nice day. To the disco,
Francisco. As we go outside of the last place on earth where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast. Such a strange era that was the 70s. I recently recently remembered that, yeah, I actually remember the 70s, and, I turned 10 in the 70s, so I remember some of it. But my parents were listening to easy listening music, where it was all orchestrated stuff of popular music on the radio. Somehow that was popular. Kids of today, don't ever let that be popular again. That sucked. And it was just, music I wasn't really too exposed to, but I remember a little bit of every once in a while a Village People song would hit me while I was walking down the street. Someone would be blasting it off their radio, or maybe you would hear, Disco Inferno, or Grease was really big. They were playing songs off the Grease soundtrack. Olivia Newton-John. I don't need to go on. What's the picture on the blog today? Oh, that's a picture of the bay near the Oakland airport, the runway near that's what that little marker is in the water. It's interesting, when you fly into the Bay Area, either San Francisco or Oakland, you fly right over the bay. It looks like you're going to run right into the water, and then suddenly there's a runway to catch you and scoop you up so that you don't crash into the water and have a water landing, which would be bad. So that's the little blog picture for you today. And if the internet ever gets back up again, you will be able to hear this podcast. Damn internet. Got to find something else. A outer net or a better net or a butter net. Ooh, I'd go for that.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at podcast.blog.com.
Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow. Bye!